This is a reading regarding the proposal of Jack Brooksbank to the Duke of York's second child, his youngest, Princess Eugenie. The Duke of York married Sarah Ferguson, now Sarah, Duchess of York. They divorced, and it's their daughter that has been proposed to. The couple have been together for 7 years, so here is a reading about whether they're going to get married, and basically a background to their past and a sneak preview into their future. The first card I have for the newly engaged couple is a commitment. Oh, by the way, thank you to Joseph Magi for the use of the cards, and this is my interpretation. So the diamond ring, in my opinion, represents a firm commitment by the couple to marry. They have been together for 7 years, so producing the two of diamonds is of no surprise. So the heart of the matter relates to, are the couple showing a commitment towards being together for life, and are they on the road to getting married? Yes, the answer is yes. Opposing card is the Two of Clubs, handcuffs. And I think that's largely due to the fact that they've had to take second place to the newly engaged Prince Harry and Meghan. They've had to delay their wedding until October. I think they originally wanted it to be in September of this year, 2018, but now it's been delayed a further month because Prince Harry and his wife-to-be, Meghan Markle, are supposedly planning a foreign tour in September. And there are difficulty in the royal family all agreeing on dates for September. So the wedding day has been postponed by a month from September to October. So their hands were tied there. Card, which is basically the basis of their relationship and their wish to be married, is to create a home and have children, have a family. So yes, it's definitely on the cards here, as they have produced the home card as the basis of the foundation of their life together. The fourth card is about the past, and they've produced a Four of Clubs, and so this represents they have had good fortune, luck in meeting. They bumped into each other by chance on a skiing holiday in Verbia, and according to the couple, it was love at first sight. This is a couple actually that's quite independent, but they share similar passions and aspirations and dreams, and have been together for 7 years, so they've really worked at it in this relationship. But yes, they have had, the gods have been shining down on them because they met by chance, and they hit it off, and they've worked at, you know, staying together over the 7-year period. It's not been easy because they're both very independent spirits. Their future, they've got the Three of Hearts, roses. So, you know, it shows how great the relationship is 7 years on, you know, and also in the heady throes of getting engaged. They've produced this card in terms of their near future. So lots of flirtation, as you would expect with a happily engaged, newly engaged couple. Lots of flirting, lots of romance, lots of having fun. There was a clip recently of them dancing together on the day that they were announced to be engaged. This is a very, you know, fun-loving, romantic couple that know each other inside out. So it's no surprise that the way they keep their relationship alive is through romance and not taking each other for granted, but also, you know, keeping the fun and all the things that made them fall in love with each other, keeping that alive. And I think 7 years on to produce this card on the, obviously in the throes of their engagement, is just a lovely gift for them as a couple. The fifth card is to do with the sun. They've got the Ace of Diamonds, and basically it's new beginnings. Although they've been together for 7 years, the fact they're planning their life together as a married couple and planning their wedding, to me this represents new beginnings, like a brand new start. Let go of the past and plan for the future. It's a lovely card to have. No surprise, in terms of the couple themselves, they've had to garnish an enormous amount of strength. I mean, their relationship over the 7 years has involved them having separate careers in different countries, America and England, and they've managed to overcome all the obstacles that have gone their way. So this is a couple that's really committed to each other, have learned a lot about themselves and each other, and really risen above all the obstacles and difficulties they've had to make the relationship work, and all credit to them. To me, this defines the couple in terms of how they've gone about their business over the last 7 years. Jacob's ladder means they've just gone cautiously, step by step, and worked together as a team. They are independent, but they also know how to work with each other. Although, in my opinion, I think Jack is actually the dominant person in the relationship and is there emotionally supporting Eugenie. But yeah, they actually do work together as a team. They've had to, and they sign off with each other as to what the agreed plan is before they go ahead. So the communication is absolutely very, very good here, but they've had to work at it, and so whatever the future holds, they will discuss it to death and plan it and be a great partnership. And I think Eugenie's learnt that from how her parents have dealt with bringing them up post-divorce, and I'm sure the same is true for Jack's family as well. The High Tower is the only negative card I've seen so far, the Nine of Clubs, and I think this is to do with having to deal with all the politics of planning a royal wedding, and having to jump the hoops in terms of the politics involved, both in terms of dealing with all the logistics, being a royal couple, and having a public but also a private family affair, and dealing with all the logistics that go with that, and the security that goes around that. So I do think it's a lot to do with the planning involved, and all the red tape they have to go through in order to clear, to ensure their big day goes to plan. The lovely card to end on, the Eight of Diamonds, cornucopia, abundance. Not that they don't have abundance, but it's lovely that the fact that they've worked hard, and they will be abundant in other ways, not just materialistically, but emotionally, romantically, joyfully. There are gifts that they bring into this relationship, and this is definitely, I think, a relationship that is going to last. But I hope they keep that communication going, and don't allow their independence too much to get in the way of joint decisions, and having a joint vision of how they want to move forward into the future. I wish them much happiness and great success. The cards look good at the moment, so it's a real pleasure to do a reading for this newly engaged couple.